Yeah. Yes. Billy, can you wires wrapped around there? I don't know what he wants this. I know when you're ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our March 18th council meeting. Our first order of business is a call to order and a rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. So please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Second order of business is the reading of the sunshine statement and roll call by our municipal clerk, Mrs. Lauren Statz.
This meeting of the Dunellen Borough Council is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of March 18th, 2025 was included in a list of meetings that was advertised in the Courier on January 9th, 2025, and as a teleconference was noticed on the official Dunellen website on March 11th, 2025, and on the public bulletin board on North Avenue on March 11th, 2025, and has remained continuously posted as the required notice. Mayor Salento,
Present.
Council President Sigmund,
Here.
Mrs. Albertson,
Here.
Mrs. Lance,
Here.
Mrs. Rios,
Here.
Mr. Scott,
Here.
and Mr. Vandermark. Noted absent.
Item number 3 on the agenda is the swearing in ceremony for Patrolman Andrew Mortensen and Eric Ortiz. The two resolutions are number 135 and number 136. Before we motion and second to them individually, I'm going to ask that Lieutenant speak to the council about the candidates.
Patrolman Mortensen is 31 years old and a resident of Fort River. He's engaged to his fiancee Jane, and they are due to be married this fall. Patrolman Mortensen is a graduate of the Ocean County Police Academy. He was first employed as a Class 2 officer by Seaside Park Police Department, and most recently the Island Heights Police Department. Patrolman Mortensen is excited to further his career in a growing community.
You want to just do both at the same time? Mr. Ortiz.
Okay. You're next. Patrolman Ortiz is 27 years old and a resident of Union Township. He is a graduate of Union Senior High School and holds a BA in Criminal Justice from Kane University. Patrolman Ortiz is a recent graduate of the alternate route program of the Monmouth County Police Academy, as excited to begin his law enforcement career in Dunellen, adding another bilingual officer to our department. Muy bien.
Can I have a motion and second on number 135?
Move it, Rios.
Second, Sigmund. Rios, Sigmund. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund?
Yes. Can I have a motion and second on number 136?
Move it, Rios. Second, Albertson.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund?
Yes. Okay, Mr. Mortensen, start with you, sir. Let's go right in the center so you family's got a nice shot. How about that? Do we have the oath of allegiance? Okay. Let's turn on the Bible, right? Okay. And repeat after me. I, Andrew Mortensen,
I, Andrew Mortensen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the government established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Let's get the photo. What is that?
That? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Turkeys. I, Eric Ortiz,
I, Eric Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
and under the authority of the people, so help me God.
Congratulations. Before we continue, I'll just say thank you, Officer Mortensen and Officer Ortiz, for joining the Dunellen Police Department. You're going to be amongst some of the, well, all of the best in our area, and I would say the state itself. The mayor and council here support and back the blue, and that's unwavering, and it's never going to change. So you have our full support and endorsement. So God bless you. Please stay safe, and congratulations. And you're learning from some of the best here. So good luck to you. You're welcome. You are more than welcome to stay, but if you don't want to listen to a council meeting, you don't have to. So there's a lot of great eateries in Dunellen, so enjoy one of them. When's the big day? Fall wedding, those are great.
Was it something we said?
Remember, we are on record still.
Well, you know, it's a county, here's a long meeting. Yes. Okay.
Okay, item number 4 on the agenda is the approval of our meeting minutes, our regular meeting of March 3rd, 2025. Can I have a motion and second, please?
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Any edits, comments, redactions to the meeting minutes as they currently stand? Okay, without hearing any, can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Item number 5 on the agenda is the adoption of ordinances. Tonight, we have 2025-08, an ordinance to amend and supplement the general legislation of the Borough of Dunellen, Chapter 202, Public Parking, Section 18, Handicapped Parking. Can I have a motion and second?
Move it Rios. Second Albertson.
We'll open the floor to the public to only comment or question 2025-08. We ask that you please state your name and address. Is that somebody going on? I heard a thing. Okay, without hearing any members of the public, we'll open the floor to mayor and council discuss 2025-08. Just so everybody remembers, this is a handicap parking being added in front of St. Nicholas Byzantine Catholic Church
On Madison.
on Madison Avenue. Okay, without further discussion, can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Okay, item number 6 on the agenda is resolutions. We have 137 through 141. Mrs. Stats, if you could read through them and let us have the opportunity to discuss them if needed.
Resolution number 137 is to pay the bills.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Albertson.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution 138 is authorizing the municipal clerk to administer all temporary retail food establishment permits for the open air market from May 4th, 2025 to October 19th, 2025.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Mrs. Albertson?
Abstain.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 139 is to award a contract to CME Associates to perform engineering services for the rapid rectangular flashing beacon installation improvement project and the South Washington Avenue and New Market Road pedestrian improvement project.
Move it.
Rios.
Second, Sigmund.
As everybody recalls, this is part of the $170,000 grant that we received for the push button rectangular pedestrian crossing signs that will be at Grove and New Market, and as well as South Washington Avenue and Orange Street, right? I had a blank. Orange Street. So this is them to begin the services around that. And again, we have a $170,000 grant that the state provided us.
Okay, oh, sorry, I'll take a roll call. Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 140 is a resolution to authorize the release of a performance guarantee to Communipaw Associates LLC, which is 150 North Avenue.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 141 is awarding a contract to Caffrey and Tree Landscape for tree installation and transplant in the downtown and not to exceed $10,150.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Albertson.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Okay, item number 7 on the agenda is our consent agenda. We have resolutions 142 through 150. I'll let council have a few moments to read through them. If there's anything you want to identify and pull out, just please let us know for record, and then we'll vote on the rest as consent. Without hearing any, can we have a motion and second on the consent agenda 142 through 150?
Move it Rios?
Second, Sigmund.
Mrs. Albertson,
Yes.
Mrs. Lance,
Yes.
Mrs. Rios,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
and Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Okay, item number 9 on the agenda is council reports. Councilmember Albertson.
Okay, the fire department is happy to see a number of residents joining the department in the past few months. The new members will be attending fire school in the upcoming months. The fire department is still looking for new members to join our department. Membership is open to anyone 16 to 18 as a junior member, and full member is open to anyone over 18. Visit our website, www.dunellenfd.com, or email joindfd@dunellenfd.com for more information. The Friends of the Dunellen Public Library on March 24th at 6:30 p.m. Stop by the library for George and Martha Washington, A Love Story. This live performance is free to the public. All proceeds from Friends fundraising events help to provide programs such as this, as well as museum passes, summer reading program events, and prizes, and so much more. Follow the Friends on Facebook and Instagram. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Rios.
Yes. Registration for the Board of Ed. Registration for the 2025-2026 preschool year is now open. For more details, please visit the Dunellen School website. Read Across America was a great success. A special thanks to Miss Willoughby for organizing and hosting the dignitaries of Dunellen and surrounding towns. During the March 11th meeting, a tentative budget presentation was reviewed. If you have time, I encourage you to take a look at the proposed figures. For any questions regarding the board's budget, please visit the school website at dunellenschools.org or contact Superintendent Dan Ross directly for more information. Next board meeting will be April 8th at 7 p.m. Dunellen Public Library offers a variety of exciting programs for all ages. For children 5 and under, join us for our Saturday musical story time at 10:30 a.m. If you can't make it on Saturday, we also have musical story time every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. plus Twilight story time on Tuesdays at 5:15 p.m. For older kids, tweens, and teens, don't miss gaming day every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. In addition to our great programs, Dunellen Public Library offers a variety of helpful services. We provide faxing, copying, printing, notary services, and a range of items for checkout, including Chromebooks, hotspots, headphones, and cassette players. Visit us on Facebook or our website, or stop in person to discover what's new at the library. Buildings and ground report. The multi-purpose office is anticipated to be finished by the end of this week. The Department of Public Works has cleared the tall brush surrounding the field house. 2 emergency fire exit signs were replaced in the field house. The security camera system at Columbia Park, which is shared with the Board of Ed, is approximately 75% complete. PARSA report. PARSA is continuing the CCTV inspection of our sewer system with their current focus on North Avenue. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Lance.
Yes, from Recreation. The Recreation Easter egg hunt is scheduled for Sunday, April 13th at 1 p.m. at Columbia Park, exclusively for kids in pre-K through 3rd grade and Dunellen residents. Participants should bring a basket and can take a photo with the Easter Bunny afterward. The spring open soccer program is still seeking parent volunteers for weekly practices that vary by coach availability. Coaches are still needed for pre-K to K, 1st through 2nd grade, and 3rd grade to 5th grade. Dunellen Recreation is introducing a new adult recreation tennis program for residents aged 18 and above, starting April 16th and running through June 11th on Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Columbia Park Tennis Courts. The program is free for Dunellen residents with a $15 fee for out-of-town participants, and registration is required. Softball and baseball season is right around the corner. Softball season opens on April 5th with rookie and minor league teams competing in the Somerville League. Dunellen's annual opening day parade and ceremony will take place on Saturday, April 26th at 10 a.m., starting at Washington Park and ending at McCoy Park, where the ceremony will be held. Teams should gather at Washington Park by 9:40 a.m. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Council President Sigmund?
Yes, at the previous meeting, it was requested that I work on the document that the Shade Tree Commission puts out, adding language about what to do if the trees are not doing well and if you need them removed. So I am working with Ken to add that information to the already 5-page long document, information document that goes out. So we are working on that and we'll have that out soon.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
That'll be all, other than just my, I guess, monthly reminder to volunteer as a coach. You don't have to be a great athlete to be a great role model. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Scott?
So the DPW has routinely cleaned the downtown borough parks and properties. They continue to clean and inspect the catch basins throughout the borough. They're working on the multi-purpose office, brick repair around the new downtown trees. They walked the brooks and streams and cleared debris as needed. They cleared the catch basin lids throughout the borough after the recent storms. And then, most importantly, cleaned debris from the trash trap. They began the ball field prep work on the ball fields in preparation for this sporting season. And the mechanics division has serviced the police fleet as the maintenance is required or breakdowns arose. Also serviced the DPW fleet. They've begun removing the snow equipment, cleaning the spreader units, adjusting the chains, greasing the pivot points, and coating the chain with anti-rust agent to prepare for summer storage. And they begin readying the summer equipment for usage, servicing, adjusting linkages on the Sand Pro unit, and ready the ball fields for the upcoming baseball, softball opening day. And a reminder, curbside branch pickup takes place March and April. So after that, you have to bring them to Public Works. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Lost my page. Okay. Mayoral Town Hall, our first one for the year is on volunteerism. The next Mayoral Town Hall event will take place on Wednesday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. at the George W. Hodgelick Firehouse located at 231 South Madison Avenue. The Borough of Dunellen offers a variety of opportunities to get involved in our community through our various volunteer boards and commissions. And always remember, you don't have to necessarily be a voting member to be involved. You can still volunteer with them. Attendees will hear directly from some of our many volunteers to learn more about their roles in enhancing our community and how you can get involved. You can join us in person or online through Zoom. If you're interested in attending, you can RSVP at tinyurl.com/Dunellen Town Hall, and all that information will be released publicly. New Jersey American Water, Prospect Avenue, from Grove Street to Center Street and Whittier Avenue, Newmarket to Center Street. Phase 1 of the project started on Prospect Avenue near Grove Street intersection and will continue south toward Center Street. This phase includes the installation of new water main and new water services and fire hydrants to each home. Second Street Phase 1, which is 2nd Street from Madison Ave to Schwartz Place. We had a pre-construction meeting with the contractor, CME, and borough staff on March 6th. We expect to hear from the contractor this week regarding a start date for the project, so stay tuned on that. Washington Avenue Streetlight Project. We also had a pre-construction meeting with CME, the New Jersey Department of Transportation, PSE&G, and borough staff on March 6th. The NJDOT and PSE&G are working on some detailed electrical work near the intersection of North Ave and Washington Ave. Once that's completed, we'll expect a start date for the project. This project will include new LED decorative light poles and a treescape on Washington Avenue from Dunellen Avenue and First Street and from North Ave to the Railroad Bridge. And again, this is part of one of the New Jersey Transit Village grants we received a couple of years ago. A report from our engineers, 635 Boundbrook Road, Bids will be received on March 27th at 11 a.m. in the council chambers. Councilman, President, you spoke to the rescue squad to stay up to date with the administration, even though we report this out every single meeting. Okay, and just for the record, Council President Sigmund is going to be the rescue squad's interim liaison. So he will be handling some of the business work with them, but redevelopment matters will go through administration. So it'll be nice to see that all start getting done. Comcast, oh, I will note too, because I saw some comments saying on Facebook, yes, it's being remediated. Yes, it's going to be done to DEP standards because we have a DEP grant. And even so, DEP is involved heavily, regardless if we had that grant or not. So any conspiracies around that, let's tamper those down. Okay, public, thanks. Comcast work, CME continues to monitor the ongoing work by Comcast. There's a TA set aside grant that comes available every few years. So CME has submitted costs for the TA set aside grant application. It's due in May. A pre-application meeting is scheduled for March 20th, in which they'll attend at 2 p.m. And basically what we've submitted every year for this, because we already have a project basically modeled out for it, is improve streetscape along Route 28. So so that's going to be the proposed project. Lighting agreement with PSE&G. CME has helped the borough modify the lighting agreement with PSE&G in relation to the DOT changes for ADA improvements. The DOT is requesting confirmation on some of these modifications. So we'll report back on that as information becomes more available. New Market Road and Walnut Walnut Street. I grew up on that street. Why did I put place? Walnut Street intersection. CME inquired about the status of the project with the county. A signal agreement resolution may be adopted at the March commissioners meeting. As you remember, we put forward a resolution and approved that the town would be interested in working with the county on easements and ensuring that a traffic lights get put on the corner of New Market Road and Walnut Street. So the county is also preparing a scope of work for construction documents and selecting a consulting firm. So it's a step in the right direction, but for the public that is counting on this intersection to have a traffic light, it's going to take a little bit longer just because the bureaucratic system that we have to go through to get it done. New Market Road and South Washington Avenue intersections. The engineer is awaiting a response from the county regarding the operations review for this intersection. If council and the public remember, we put in a request for them to review again the new traffic light at the Nell and Crossings project, the Dunellen station, and where it meets New Market, because as they come out, make a left off the New Market to cross the street. The only reference I can have is Frogger, unfortunately. We've been requesting that the county look at it and retime everything. And I mean, we've made the recommendation that maybe the light sets red for several seconds so people can have enough time to cross all directions. We'll see. They're reviewing it. That's my main report tonight, but I would like to note, I watched not the immediate past Board of Education meeting, but the one prior. I think there was a presentation done in which a question from the Board of Education president was the influx of kids. Is it coming from all the redevelopment? I will put on record, it is a variable. You know, it's about 50 kids last time we checked in December, which is the fourth quarter of the year for us. I believe it's their second quarter. And so about 50, which is actually 25% less than what's been projected based upon the projects that are open and operating. So it's a variable. I would note, based upon observation, that a lot of our single family homes have sold over the last several years, where older constituents, residents were living, and everything is cyclical. So they moved out, or unfortunately may have passed. And so younger families are moving in and they have children. And I think if you drove around on Christmas Eve with the fire department, it was past years, it was like just a handful of kids on 3-block radius. And this year it was like every house almost had a kid running out. So it's a sign that our town is becoming younger families. And I would argue that more children in the school district is a sign of a healthy school system, which is a sign of a healthy community, which is a great pillar for our property values. So while yes, the redevelopment will attract school age children, we're not lying about that, never have. It's been transparent from the day every project is discussed. It's not attracting the majority of students that we're seeing come into the school district. So I'll note again on the record, every time a project comes to come online, we provide that information to the school district. We have a great line of communication with the superintendent and business administrator. They're provided the address and the projected number. We both have a joint tracking system. And so every so often we'll check in with the school saying, based upon the project, how many kids, we do comparisons. And so we can say again, we're about 25% underneath the overall projection for all projects that are open to date. So which I think last time again was around 50. So I just think it's important to note that because we are going through revitalization of our downtown that has mixed use development. And I just don't like I don't want to put the perception or allow the perception to be out there that the influx of kids are all just from the redevelopment projects. So it's a variable, but it's not the majority. Okay, so just wanted that on record. And I look forward to seeing more about the budget.
I highly recommend you just look at those numbers, see what, what they're working with.
Okay. Do you know the numbers?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind reporting back and again, council, I implore you to watch the meeting, just like I implore anybody to watch our budget meeting, which is happening on April 7th. So.
I do have a follow-up question about that if there's time. So you said that was asked to the Board of Ed or that came from the Board of Education? That question about how many kids are coming in?
It was a question pertaining to a study that was done about the percentage of increase of students that have come into the district, which is appropriate. No one's questioning that. But the question from the board member was, could we argue that the influx of students, I shouldn't say the whole number, but the influx of the student number was from the redevelopment projects. And my response back is, it's a variable, but it's not the majority. And we're actually 25% underneath what was projected.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
They say how many student increase it was?
I'd have to go back. I think it showed, is it about 13 or 1400? There might be, again, I'm not complaining about school age kids. I think a robust school system is a good thing. I just don't want the perception out there that the school population has drastically increased because of redevelopment. It's a variable. No one's arguing that. We'd never say it wasn't going to be. It's just not a majority of the population increase that the school has seen. So, okay. Anybody else? Okay, wonderful. Next item on the agenda would be number 9, council discussion. I don't see anything on the agenda, so I guess we're moving on from that. Item number 10 is department head reports. Legal.
No report there.
Okay, thank you. Clerk. Actually, yes, you do have an update,
Yes,
so
I do.
make sure that's on. Because this is an important one.
The school made a request last month to relocate the election out of LMS, and it has been approved by the Board of Election Commissioners. The new polling locations will be District 1 and 2 at the Dunellen Senior Center, which is 216 Orange Street. Districts 3 and 6 at the Dunellen Firehouse, which is 321 South Madison Ave, and districts 4 and 5 at the Dunellen Public Library, which is 100 New Market Road. The borough will notify all the registered voters that are affected by this change by mailing out letters in the next couple of weeks, informing them of their new polling location. We will also post this information on our website and Facebook page. And on the day of the elections, there will be a sign at the school informing the public if they do go there, the change of the polling locations as well.
Okay.
And that is it.
Thank you. And there'll be ample enough notification beyond. We will continue to make public announcements here through our website, through the mayor's message. We also have, if you can write something for the Dunellen report.
Sure.
And that'd just be additional. And the school did agree that when primary date comes, it will be posted on site.
Correct.
Everybody knows where their voting districts
Yep,
are.
and there'll be a map up there as well.
Perfect, so. Okay,
And in the letter, we'll be also sending a map too, just in case if they don't know their polling location. And they could always call the clerk's office too.
thank you.
All right, Ryan found some of the numbers here. So in 2023, 2024, Faber had 640 kids. Currently, there's 620, so that actually dropped. In LMS, they had 333, now there's 336, 3 kids. In Dunellen High School, they had 401, now there's 412. So
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to put my comment on record because that question was asked on their record, so I just think it's appropriate. So, okey doke. Administration. Okay. Police. Anything going on in the tax office back there, Dawn? Okay. Okay. Okey doke. So we hit everybody up. Okay, item number 11 on the agenda is public comments. We ask that if you're here in chambers or online, please state your name and address. We're here to answer your questions, hear your concerns. Okay, thank you. Well, there's a resolution to enter into executive session. So there's no further action to take place. Okay, we do not anticipate action to be taking place after resolution 151, which is to enter into an executive session. We will go offline, I guess you can say, for the executive session, and then we will go back into public session. Noted again that there's no expectation of any further action. So can I have a motion and a second for resolution 151?
Move it, Sigmund.
second, Rios.
Okay,
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
and Mr. Sigmund?
Yes.
okay, thank you, everyone. We will be going into executive session and then we will be coming back out of it. So